What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the BBB Gaming News channel. If you want to hear the other side of the news, subscribe and turn on notifications. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Ricochet anti-cheat and how DrDisrespect has spoken out on it, calling it a PR scandal. So, let's crack on with the news. Listen guys, we've spoken about Ricochet anti-cheat on this channel so many times. The goods, the bads, the awfuls, the damn right uglies. There have been so many ups and downs since the incorporation of this anti-cheat into Call of Duty Warzone that it is very hard to try and stay positive or stay negative about the anti-cheat. Is it working? Isn't it? It's almost like they're trying to throw us off. Activision, that is. So Activision incorporated Team Ricochet prior to actually incorporating a kernel driver anti-cheat called Ricochet anti-cheat. So they actually have a team of people called Team Ricochet working around the clocks, doing what, well, basically the manual banning team used to do prior to Ricochet being a thing. And then they called it Team Ricochet. Oh wow, that's great, we've got somebody called Team Ricochet. So a group of people wear the anti-cheat, at least until the kernel driver anti-cheat was incorporated. But even then, it's been a little bit of a joke because there are still cheaters in every single game. Maybe not every game, but majority of games there are cheaters still in there. And it's taken so long of this anti-cheat being in the game for somebody to finally speak out on the matter. And who better to speak out on this situation other than the one and only DrDisrespect, somebody who we've spoken about in the past multiple times, how he's willing to call bullshit when bullshit is in front of him, but sometimes he does keep his mouth zipped and locked. So in this case, was he actually willing to speak out? You're damn right he was, and he put a tweet out saying the biggest PR scandal in video game history? Question mark. Ricochet. So, and I mean, you can't really fault him, you can't disagree with him. If you do disagree with him, then I mean, you're a part of the problem. The idea that Team Ricochet and Ricochet anti-cheat are actually doing anything positive in this game at the moment is a joke. They are in fact doing this as a PR stunt, and this is something majority of people have claimed in the past due to the fact that it came out alongside the release of their, well, most recent Call of Duty title, Call of Duty Vanguard. Now, why would they do this? Why would they incorporate an anti-cheat alongside the release of a new title when their game didn't have an anti-cheat prior to that? Well, it was probably because the majority of their player base were in fact waking up to the fact that the whole game was filled with cheaters. Some of you may not even remember this now, but towards the end of Call of Duty Warzone Verdansk, the cheating problem was at its peak, it was at its worst because of rage hackers. Blatant cheaters who didn't care because they were not getting banned very often. There was no frequent ban waves at all. You know, you had ban waves every blue moon. There was no consistency within them, and cheaters were having the time of their life. The people who were trying to play legit, well, no, they had to suffer. And it's about time somebody with a large following and a big audience spoke out on the matter, and DrDisrespect seems to be that person today, putting that tweet out calling Ricochet a PR scandal. Who else do you want to hear it from? DrDisrespect has now spoken out and said it exactly how it is. It would have been great to hear him say this prior to the release of Ricochet, prior to the release of Vanguard, and maybe that could have saved a lot of people a lot of money, but who knows, maybe they would have bought the game anyway. Do you think that Ricochet is going to do anything moving forward, or do you believe that it's actually just a PR stunt and that's all it's ever been? Because hey, it does appear that they're using the same tactics about incorporating new features into Ricochet anti-cheat just prior to the release of Modern Warfare 2. And it seems to be very well timed, very similar to the release of Ricochet just prior to the release of Vanguard. Are they going to continue using Ricochet just prior to the release of every Call of Duty title coming up? Incorporate new features, promise that it's going to work, just so that you buy the new Call of Duty game? And I'm pretty sure that's what DrDisrespect is hinting at in that tweet. If we hear any more of DrDisrespect speaking out on the matter, or if we see anything from the game developers or Team Ricochet or anything of the such, we'll keep you posted about that here on the BBB Gaming News channel. So make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. BBB, over and out.